Okay, hopefully we're getting re-familiarizing ourselves with vectors. I could barely say that, but it's okay. So now we're going to do scalar multiplication. Okay, so basically we're just going to take a scalar, which is like a constant. We'll call it a scalar in the vector world, and we're going to multiply it by a vector. And essentially we call that scaling a vector, okay, because it's going to make it either longer or shorter. Okay, so if I multiply vector v by 2, okay, I'm going to end up with a vector that's twice as long. Okay, so this whole thing is actually 2v. Okay, now notice it has it's not equal to the v. It has the same direction, but it now has a greater magnitude. Okay, so let's just throw this into the equation. So let's go 2v. Basically, we can just distribute the scalar into our components, and we get 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, and we end up with 6, 8. So it's going to terminate a little further down the line, so we scaled it and made it a little longer. Okay. Likewise, what if I took 1/2, okay, and I multiplied it by v? 1/2 times 3, well, that's going to be 3 halves, 4, so that's going to be 2. Okay, so this time we kind of scaled it down a little bit. All right, so that's basically the idea with scalar multiplication. Okay, and let's see here. Think about this. What about negative 2v? Well, that's just going to be negative v and negative v, and it's going to have the exact same magnitude as 2 times vector v, but it's just going to be in a different direction, exactly the opposite direction, as a matter of fact. So that's just a little bit of scalar multiplication for you, and it's going to start us. It's going to kind of lead us into the dot product world, okay, and that's kind of what's coming up. So let's just do. Ooh, that paper's ugly. All right, let's just do an example real quick. Okay, so let's say we got vector 3, 4. We've been using it all day. I see no reason to stop now. And then we have vector w, which is equal to. Let's make this one easy. 1, 2. Okay? And I wanted to find 3v plus 1/2 w. Okay, so let's see here. First thing I'd want to do is I'd want to find 3v. Okay, so 3v is going to be 9, 12 plus 1/2, so that's going to be 1/2 1. Okay, and then we're going to go back from there, and we're going to go, what's 9 plus 1/2? So we're going to go 9 plus 1/2. Okay, and that's going to be our first component. And our second is going to be 13. So let's simplify that a little more. So that's going to be what? 9 times 2 is 18 plus 1, so we got 19 halves, 13. Okay? So that is just a little example of that right there. So not a really big deal. Like I said, we're just kind of reviewing, you know, some topics and some stuff like that. So if you need any more examples, let me know. I don't think you will. I don't think anyone really will. But if you do, don't be afraid to ask. All right? So see you in the next video.